Hey guys, this is Jess from itschromeos.com, and in this video we'll be looking at some open source Torrent clients available for Android and Chrome OS. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. So one thing to know right off the bat is the fact that this open source Android clients aren't all available on the Play Store for your Chromebook. That is to say, you will have to find alternative links to download them. We're going to leave some links in the description, some trusted links. Outside of that, we do not recommend or endorse any link for an external APK. And you should also keep it in mind that you will need to enable developer mode on your Chromebook in order to actually take advantage of the ability to install APKs, Android apps outside of the Play Store. It's a non-negotiable compromise, unfortunately. So once we have that out of the way, Transmission is a cross-platform downloader Torrent client. I've used it in the past, mostly on Linux systems, and the Android client works just fine as well. It's basically one of the best out there, and you can't go wrong with it. I, however, haven't tested it heavily on my Chromebook because I am especially biased towards Deluge because I've used Deluge all my life. However, that doesn't make Deluge the best, because Transmission and Transmission and Big Liberty have a pretty good community behind them, as well as the other free options that are on this list. So the second application on the list is Torrent. Torrent is also an open source Torrent client for Android that also works equally as great. It has a feature here where you can basically disable the battery optimizations for Torrent. That is, if you're on an Android phone, that is still a marshmallow. But if you're on something higher, I don't believe you would suffer from the same fate. As you can see, the settings not supported because there's no DOS feature in Android 9 on this Chromebook. It has more advanced features, battery saving features, that are not especially tailored to this Chromebook or to Chromebooks in generally, but considering that it's a subsystem, it does up in the overall battery optimization of Chromebooks. But this is of course not a concern on Chromeboxes. Moving forward, the next item on the list is Torrent client. Torrent client is available on the open source Android repository, F-Droid. In order to acquire this package, you can get it in two ways: by downloading the F-Droid client and searching for it in the F-Droid client like you would on the Google Play Store, or just downloading the APK of the Torrent client directly to your system, whichever one works for you. So I'm going to go ahead and open Torrent client. And there it is. If you want to add a new torrent, you go right there. You can add torrent, create torrent, add magnet, just about anything you would expect in a modern torrent client without all the ads. And with this out of the way, you can close out of that and move right on to BiglyBT. So we covered BiglyBT in our top torrent client for Linux in the previous video. We'll leave the link in the description below. BiglyBT is an open source product as well, without ads and also cross-platform. But the best thing about the BiglyBT torrent download client is the fact that it also has a remote control. It has remote control, and that's pretty good. I have figured that transmission also has a remote control, but I didn't mention that earlier. But transmission also has a remote control right here. Yeah, and it supports the one the BiglyBT supports. It's not just the BiglyBT clients app, but actually other torrent clients like transmission, which is impressive in and of itself. So with that out of the way, I can't say that I have a favorite out of this three, out of this four rather, because I haven't had a chance to extensively test them. But if you would like to see a review on that, you can leave a comment down below. Right now, I've been especially biased towards Deluge because I've used it all my life, and it's ranked as the #1 torrent client for Linux systems in the Linux community. So I've been especially biased towards it for that. But if you really want to get serious about using torrent in your system, it is my recommendation that you go through the entire clients that we've reviewed that we've mentioned on this list in this video, and take your time to really determine their strengths and weaknesses and see what works best for you, as opposed to just going right off the bat and going with what I say is my favorite or what your friend says is their favorite. With that out of the way, if you guys would like to see me if you guys like to see a video, an extensive review video on this torrent client, kindly leave a comment down below, and see you in the next video. Peace out.